Good morning, all of you. Our next theorem is equation of pair of lines. Equation of pair of lines passing through origin and making an angle theta with the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is very important. Ax plus by whole square is equal to tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square. Okay, otherwise we can write this one ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square is equal to here ax. Okay, bx minus ay whole square is equal to 0. This is the theorem. Very important. See what it means. So equation of pair of lines passing through origin. Let us take the equation of pair of lines are like this. You take these are the equation of two pair of lines passing through origin, making an angle theta with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Making an angle theta with this line means, so here theta, here theta. So it is nothing but a isosceles triangle. Okay, generally you take here same triangle. It is you take 0, 0 is origin. This part I am taking here. This is the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is an angle theta. Then what we have to do? This pair of lines, we are going to find out the equation of pair of lines passing through origin and making an angle theta with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is this one. That means, so these are the two pair of lines passing through origin making an angle theta. So now we have to find out the equation of this pair of straight lines. Combined equation is this one. Okay. See here, let us take any point on this pair of straight lines. On this pair of straight lines means which line we have to take? Any line you can take, no problem. Let x comma y be any point on this line you take. Okay, proof. See here very clearly. What is the? It is the pair of that is the pair of straight lines having the point x comma y. It is one of the point on this line. Then you can see the slope of this one. And what is the slope of this one? You know very well. Okay. See, let x comma y be any point on the pair of straight lines. So these pair of straight lines, one line is passing through x comma y and passing through origin. Okay. So slope of this line. Okay. Let us take this is m1. This is you take m2. Slope of this line is. Okay. Let us take this is the point P x comma y. Because it is passing through origin 0 comma 0. Slope of OP. Slope of OP is m1 is equal to what is that? Y minus 0 by x minus 0. That is y by x. Next, slope of ax plus by plus b is equal to 0 is, let us take this is m2. What is slope of this one? Minus b by a, minus coefficient of y by coefficient of, minus a by b, minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, very clearly. Because you know very well ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. If you take, convert into slope intercept form, now it will be by is equal to minus ax minus c, y is equal to minus a by bx minus c by b. So it is the form of y is equal to mx plus c. In this form, m is nothing but our required slope. So what is that? Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. M2 is equal to minus A by B. Okay, what is the angle between these two lines? Theta, you only given. Okay, so slope of that means this one is you have y by x, slope of this one is minus A by B, and let us take the angle between these two lines. So therefore tan theta is equal to, what can you take? Tan theta is equal to, according to these two lines, m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So this is equal to, in general you have to take modulus of, what is m1 here? Y by x minus of minus A by B by 1 plus y by x into minus A by B. This implies tan theta is equal to, see here, take LCM, it is minus into minus plus only, x into b, bx is the LCM for the numerator, and it is by plus ax whole by, it is again xb is the LCM, or bx you can write, so this bx into 1 bx only minus ay, this bx cancel. To avoid this modulus, squaring on both sides, what it is? Tan square. Actually general formula is what? Tan theta is equal plus or minus. If you don't want to write plus or minus, keep the modulus. Okay, so to avoid the modulus, even though if you take the plus or minus also, to avoid the plus or minus, so take squaring on both sides. So any method you can follow. Tan square theta is equal, what it is? I am writing in the order, ax, first term is x term, ax plus by by, it is bx minus ay whole square. Okay, so cross multiplication, what you have, it is some m by n whole square, that is m square by n square. How can I write this one? Bx minus ay whole square into tan square theta is equal to ax plus by whole square. So this is only. So this term transport this side, then you have ax plus by whole square minus tan square theta into bx minus ay whole square is equal to 0. Okay. In this one, in case, first point, if tan square theta is equal to 1, note in above, if tan square theta is equal to 1, what can you say? Tan square theta is equal to 1 means it is the pair of straight lines passing through origin. It is some ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So it is theta. If tan square theta is equal to 1 means tan theta is equal to 1. If you take positive, if you take tan theta is equal to 1. So tan theta is equal to 1 means 45 degrees. Theta is equal to, it is 45 degrees. It is also 45 degrees. So it will becomes 2. Two angles are 45 and 45. Another angle will be 90. Very clear. So this this triangle is nothing but, okay, the triangle is right angle isosceles triangle. Okay, then the triangle is right angle isosceles triangle. Okay, next one, second one. If tan square theta is equal to 3, tan square theta is equal to 3 means tan theta is equal to how much? Tan square theta is equal to 3. If you take acute angle, theta is equal to, that means tan theta is equal to root 3. So theta is equal to how much you have? 60 degrees. If it is 60, it is 60. Then third angle also automatically 60 degrees only. So the triangle becomes to equilateral triangle. Then the triangle is an equilateral. equilateral triangle. Okay, next third one. If tan square theta is not equal to 1 comma 3, if it is not either 1 or 3, then this triangle very clearly just isosceles triangle only we can say. Okay, then the triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay, next one. What about this area of this triangle? What is the area of triangle? Let us take. Anyhow, if it is either 1 or 3 are not equal to 1, not equal to 3 also, this triangle is very clearly isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle in the sense isosceles it satisfies. It is right angle isosceles also. It is isosceles. In all these three cases, it is isosceles triangle only. So let us take this is O, this is A, this is B. Okay, we are going to find the area of this triangle. So it is these two are equal sides. Okay, nice of this triangle. Take the perpendicular. Let us take this is H. This height you take. What is the area of triangle? Half into base into height. Because of these two are equal sides, this perpendicular becomes to median. That means passing through midpoint. So let us take it is x. It is some d you take. If you take AD is equal to x, then DB also x only. Okay? Okay. Then DB is equal to x only. Now come to the point. What it is? So if you find out the x value, then you can use the you can find out the area of the triangle. See, anyhow, this is theta. Okay? See, what is the formula? Tan theta, if you apply tan theta is equal to what can we say? Opposite side by adjacent side. Okay? Tan theta is equal to h by x. Then x is equal to, how can you write? H by tan theta. That is nothing but h into cot theta. Okay? It is anyhow 0 comma 0 only. This perpendicular distance h is nothing but, how can you write? H is equal to perpendicular distance from this point to this line. Let us take this line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Perpendicular distance from origin to this line is nothing but mod c by root over a square plus b square. Very clear. Okay, now come to the point. X is equal to what you have? H cot theta. Then AB is equal to what is here? X plus x, that is 2x. That is 2 into h cot theta. So what is the area of the triangle? Area is equal to half into base into height. Half into AB means here 2h cot theta into h. 2 to get cancelled. This is h square into cot theta. H is equal to mod c by root over a square plus b square. H square is equal to c square by a square plus b square. So this is nothing but, how can I write? H square is nothing but c square by a square plus b square into cot theta. Okay, this is the area of this triangle. If you know that theta. So what is the first point? Area of above triangle is c square cot theta by a square plus b square. Very, very important formula. It is cot. Next point is name of the triangle. Triangle formed by the lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 and lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 is If you know the angle, you discussed it in previous, because of it is also the pair of straight lines passing through origin only, and it is the another line. If you know this is the pair of lines passing through origin, it is Lx plus My plus N is equal. If you know this angle, you can use above previous conditions. If tan square theta is equal to 1, tan square theta is equal to 3, tan square theta is not equal to 1, 3, we can decide it by use theta. But if you don't know angle, so we have to find out the angle between this line and this line, this line and this line. Okay, automatically if it is theta is equal to 45 degrees, it is right angled isosceles. 60 degrees, equilateral triangle. Otherwise not equal to 1, 3, it is just isosceles triangle. Always it is isosceles triangle if it makes an angle theta. Okay, that means if both the angles are equal, it is isosceles triangle. Okay, that is one method. Another method is by observing the coefficients. It is these two straight lines. That means here with pair of straight lines, these two straight lines makes angle with Lx plus My plus N is equal to 0. That means angle theta I am not giving here. It makes any angle. Okay, and we don't know about that is isosceles or not. Directly we can't say. So that's why without angle we have some conditions. By using conditions we can say that is equilateral law, isosceles or right angle law, you can say. Okay, you just write down those conditions. And nature of triangle. First one is, if a plus 3b is equal to minus 2hL by m, then it is equilateral. Second one, h into L square minus m square is equal to a minus b into Lm. It is isosceles. Third one, if a plus b is equal to 0 or al square plus 2HLM plus BL square is equal to 0, it is right angled isosceles. If you know angle, okay. Otherwise, this is the procedure by observing the coefficients. How you get this one? Apply equilateral triangle. For suppose when it becomes equilateral triangle means a plus 3b is equal to minus 2HL by m. Then here you get the angle is 60 degrees. If it satisfies, here you get these two angles are equal only. That is not equal to, that means tan theta is not equal to 1, tan square theta is not equal to 1, tan square theta is not equal to 1. If these two conditions, any one of them satisfies, it will be right angle isosceles. That means here 45, here 45. That means tan theta becomes to 45. That is tan theta is equal to 1 you get, tan theta is equal to 45 degrees. So you know very well how to do this one means very simple. You can write this equation, you can take as some L1x plus M1y, L2x plus M2y, or you can write in the another form, that means y minus M1x, y minus M2x, and this is the line you know. So apply the angle between them, you take equilateral means 60 degrees you take. So tan 60 is equal to you take, and apply the slope of this one is very clearly m1. This is minus l by m. Okay. Simplify, and you know the values of after getting this one. So sum of the slopes you will get, product of the slopes you will get, or by comparison of m1 m2 also we get in terms of a2 hb, in terms of a2 hb. Okay, so using that one you can get the relation, but proof is not important here, but the formula is important. Please remember this formula. Next concept, intercepts made by the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 on the coordinate axis. See here, this is the coordinate axis. Let us, this is the two pair of straight lines. Okay. So let us take this is the intercept like this. This is the intercept like this. That means these two intersect here. And this line intersect at A comma B. This line C D intersects on coordinate axis. See, now this length AC on x-axis, AC is called x-intercept of the pair of straight lines. This BD is called y-intercept on the coordinate axis with the pair of straight lines. Okay. See, some applications you remember. Length of x-intercept. Made by the above pair of straight line, that means ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 is 2 times of root over g square minus ac by mod a. Okay. See here how you get this one. Let us take, these are the pair of straight lines. For our convenience, I am writing it. Don't say always it is passing through positive x-axis and negative y-axis. Maybe like this also, second line. Okay. So here this line intersects on x-axis at A, this line intersects at B. Now we have to find out length of AB. That is nothing but our required x-intercept. So always you remember, to get the x-intercept, very comfortable procedure is take y is equal to 0 in this equation. Okay. So let y is equal to 0, and you can remember A you can take as x1 comma 0, B you can take as x2 comma 0. This length is nothing but x2 minus x1 modulus of. Yes, modulus of x2 minus x1. You are taking here positive x-axis. Maybe if you take on for negative x-axis, so which one is big one? And in x1, x2 you are taking in this order. Some of them they may take in this order. Here x2 comma 0 and here x1 comma 0. So that's why to make it is positive, keep modulus x2 minus x1. So this is required value we need to find out. So let y is equal to 0 to get the x-intercept in the above equation. What we have? Ax square. It is y is equal to 0 means it will be 0. By square also 0. And 2gx, 2fy also 0. Plus c is equal to 0. It is the quadratic equation in x. Quadratic equation in x. It has two roots. Every quadratic equation has two roots. Okay, at most. So let us take those two roots are x1 comma x2. So this is the straight line satisfying these 2 points. So one is x1 comma x2. Sorry, here it is the quadratic equation. Yes, this is the quadratic equation satisfying these 2 points. So those roots only x1 comma x2. These are nothing but these 2 points. Okay. See what is the sum of the roots? X1 plus x2 is equal to minus 2z by a. X1 x2 is equal to c by a. Sum of the roots, product of the roots. Minus b by a, c by a. So what we need to find out? Modulus of x1 minus x2. So this is nothing but x1 minus x2 whole square is equal to x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4x1 x2. So mod x1 minus x2 is nothing but root over x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4x1 x2. So this is nothing but root power x1 plus x2 whole square is nothing but minus 2z by a whole square minus 4 into c by a. So take square 4g square by a square minus 4c by a. This is here 4 is there. That 4 you take outside, that becomes to 2 only. 2 into root power g square. Here LCM is a square. After taking a square LCM, what you have? G square minus 4ac. So already we know root a square is nothing but mod a. Just remember, very important formula. So root a square is nothing but you can write as 2 into root power g square minus 4ac by root a square you write as mod a. So here there is, after taking 4 common, so it is ac only. Okay, 2 into root of g square minus ac by modulus of a. This is the formula. Similarly, what can we say? Length of y-intercept made by x square plus 2x square 0 with on the is what can I write? 2 into root power f square minus bc by modulus of b. This is g square minus ac by modulus of a. It is f square minus bc by modulus of b. Very important. And clearly we can say one more thing. This one we take as first point, this one we take second point, third one. If length of x-intercept is equal to 0, length of x-intercept is equal to 0. When length of x-intercept is equal to 0, when those two lines intersect on x-axis, then only you get 1 point. That means that lines may be like this. Here intersect. It is single point. So there is no 2 point, there is no distance. Then this intercept is equal to 0. Length of y-intercept means they may intersect like this. Then length of y-intercept is equal to 0. Okay? Then what can you say? This one becomes to 0. 2 into root g square minus ac by mod a is equal to 0 means 0 into mod a, 0 only. 2 into root of g square minus ac is equal to 0. So 2 also transpose this side, 0 by 2 is 0. So root g square minus ac is equal to 0 means g square minus ac also 0. Then g square minus ac is equal to 0, that means g square is equal to ac. Next, if length of y-intercept is equal to 0, then what can you say? F square is equal to bc. Similarly, this f square is equal to bc. Next one. See here. In other words, what can you say? Length of x-intercept is equal to 0. Length of y-intercept is equal to 0. And one more thing we can say based on this one. What can you say? So we have these are the two pair of straight lines very clearly. So then delta is equal to 0. What is the condition if delta is equal to ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square is equal to 0. See, if G square is equal to AC, what will we get? G square is equal to AC means it is minus BAC we get. It is minus BAC plus ABC. Both will get cancelled. So what we have? Then one more condition we get 2FGH minus AF square minus CH square is equal to 0. Okay. If F square is equal to BC, then what we get? This is minus ABC. This plus ABC minus ABC get cancelled. Then what you get the condition? 2FGH minus BG square minus CH square is equal to 0. These two are the very important conditions along with these two. Okay? Please remember. Next concept. Area of the, the quadrilateral formed by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Let us take this is S, and S dash is another pair of straight lines. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. First I would say about these two pair of straight lines. See here, these three parts are same. Ax square plus 2hx square plus by square, here also these three parts are same. If these three parts are same, very clearly we can say one thing. These two pair of straight lines are parallel to these two pair of straight lines. Okay, so the quadrilateral formed by these two pair of straight lines will be nothing but a parallelogram. Okay, if it is a parallelogram, it may be square, rectangle, rhombus also. Okay, so now I am going to discussing about the nature of this quadrilateral. Is it quadrilateral? Is it a parallelogram or rhombus or rectangle or square? Okay, followed by using following some conditions. You know very well. If a plus b is equal to 0, one thing you can say, if a plus b is equal to 0, then angle between the pair of straight lines is 90 degrees. See, let us take it is origin 0, 0. It is passing through origin, these two lines. It is passing through non-origin. Okay. Okay. This pair of straight lines is this one. Then automatically this pair of straight lines is nothing but this one, and this is parallel to this one, and this is parallel to this one. Very clear. Okay, just remember. If a plus b is equal to 0, then here angle will be 90 degrees. Automatically this angle also 90 degrees. So it will become to either, what are the possibilities? Rectangle or square. Okay. See here, I am using the conditions by choosing this angle and by choosing the angle between diagonals. You know very well. In parallelogram, diagonals not perpendicular to each other. In the same way, in a rectangle also, diagonals not perpendicular to each other. In square and rhombus only, diagonals perpendicular to each other. Okay? So, I am using that one only. That means, so when these two diagonals perpendicular to each other, if I add that condition also here, then very clearly, if a plus b is equal to 0, and you are going to derive one condition, that condition satisfies, then it will be a square. If a plus b is equal to 0 and that condition not satisfies, then will be a rectangle. If a plus b not equal to 0, it may be parallelogram or rhombus. So when it comes to rhombus, if the condition satisfies, then it will be a rhombus. If a plus b not equal to 0 and that condition not satisfies, then that will be a only parallelogram. So now I am going to finding that condition. What is that? See here, find out the angle between these two diagonals. One thing you remember. Okay, one thing you remember. It is the pair of straight lines. It is also pair of straight lines. The straight line which is not passing through origin. The straight line which is not passing through origin. And the point and the passing through the point of intersection of these two pair of straight lines. This is the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection. Then what is our required diagonal? That is nothing but this diagonal. This is the straight line not passing through origin. Okay, and passing through the point of intersection of the given two pair of straight lines. Okay, is nothing but this line is nothing but s minus s dash is equal to 0. Please remember, this is very important point. To prove that, actually the proof is not important. For our kindness, I am giving that. Okay, s minus s dash, by using this condition only we can derive that one. S minus s dash is equal to 0. So here at this point we can say very clearly, this is the point of intersection of pair of straight lines. What is that? H of minus bc by ab minus h square, gh minus af by ab minus h square. And one more point is 0, we can find out the slope of this one. And we can using s minus s dash is equal to 0 means this part will cancel ax square, 2hx square, 2hx square, by square will get cancelled. Then we have minus of 2gx minus 2fy minus c, you get that minus common and take right side. Then you get what is this one? 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Then we can find the slope of this one. What it becomes to? Minus 2z by minus 2f. Minus 2z by 2f. 2 to get cancelled. This is nothing but minus z by f. Let us take this is m2. Slope of this line. Now what is the slope of this line? Let us take m1. m1 is equal to h of minus bc by ab minus h square, and it is gh minus a by h minus h square. That is y minus 0 by x minus 0. This one by this one you have right. So in both the denominators h minus h square only. These two will get cancelled. Directly we have what is that? gh minus af by h of minus bc. In case if these two diagonals are perpendicular, then product of their slopes is equal to what? Minus 1. Because the slope of this one is m2, slope of this one is m1. So what can we say? m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So what is m1 here? gh minus af by h of minus bc into what is m2 here? Minus g by f is equal to minus 1. This minus minus get cancelled. So what do we have? F into gh minus af. Okay, one thing we do. So just multiply g into gh minus af is equal to f into h of minus bc. Then these two diagonals are perpendicular to each other. If this condition holds. In a simplest way, how can you write this one? Use this one, g square h minus a g of is equal to, this is also one of the condition, you can stop here. But to remember, for a long time I am doing one more class. By simplification I will give one more. Okay, g square h minus a g of is equal to, what is here? F square h minus bg f. So this one transpose this side, this one transpose this side. What we have? G square h minus f square h is equal to a g of minus b g of. Here we can take h common. H into g square minus f is equal to. Here what can we take common? G of. G of into a minus b. This formula, this type of formula we saw in somewhere. What is that? Pair of angular bisectors. H into x square minus y square is equal to xy into a minus b, or a minus b into xy. In the place of xy, just think gf. Easily we can remember this formula. So now I am giving the conditions. What are the conditions? See, name of quadrilateral you write here. Name of quadrilateral, condition. See here, it is just parallelogram. Parallelogram means a plus b is not equal to 0. Okay, tan theta. You take cos theta also, no problem. Cos theta is equal to, what is the formula? According to that formula, theta is equal to 90, you get only a plus b is equal to 0. Already we discussed. Okay. a plus b is equal to 0. So parallel means a plus b is not equal to 0 because of the angle between them is not 90. And here diagonals also not perpendicular. If perpendicular, this one hold. Not perpendicular means not equal to. What is that? H into g square minus f square is equal to g of into a minus b. Next one, rectangle. Rectangle means here a plus b is equal to 0 and this one also not hold. H into g square minus f square is not equal to g of into a minus b. It is also not equal to, it is also not equal to. Next, rhombus. Rhombus here also a plus b not equal to 0 but diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So h into g square minus f is equal to g of into a minus b. Next, what is that? Square. What is here? A plus b is equal to 0 and h into g square minus f square is equal to g of into a minus b. These are the conditions.